Let me ask you something. Did you ever lie in your bed, staring at the ceiling, asking yourself, what am I really doing with my life? What is my purpose? Why does it feel like everyone else has purpose? They know what they are doing, they know what they want to do with their life, and I can't yet figure it out. If this is you, I'm going to answer your questions beautifully in a way that moving forward, you are finally going to have clarity and that purpose. Of course, these are tips rooted in Quran and Sunnah. Let's get started. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Zainab. My mission, to help you level up and improve your life without compromising your relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Before we move on, I need you to understand that your purpose is not something that you invent. It is something that you discover, meaning it is something that is already in you. You just haven't figured it out yet. By the way, Allah already told us. Allah already told us in the Holy Quran, it says, and I did not create the jinns and the humans except to worship me. Now, wait. You might be like, that is Islamic aspect. What is the purpose of my life? You are going to get that clarity in this video. But before we move on, I want you to do something for me. Can you just give this video a thumbs up? Thank you. Because that way, YouTube is going to share this video to more people that might even benefit from it. So this is your own Sadaqatul Jariyah. As a Muslim, you need to understand that your ultimate purpose is ibadah, worshipping Allah. That is your first purpose. We shouldn't even neglect that. We shouldn't scrap that aside. Your main purpose is to surrender and be devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything else, your career, your passion, your goals, comes second. If you are lost, your first anchor should be, am I living in a way that pleases Allah? The second section I'm going to touch is that the Prophet gave us clarity in this particular hadith. I'm going to read it out. The hadith says, indeed, Allah loves that when one of you does a job, he does it with excellence. Subhanallah. It means that whatever path that you choose, whatever path that you take, whether it is studying, business, community work, whatever, family, just whatever purpose that you choose, strive for excellence in that with the intention of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm going to give you practical framework. Now it is time for you to pick your pen and your paper. If you really want to have a purpose, you really want to know what to do with your life or in your life. Question 1, what really makes me happy? Question 2, how would I describe my ideal life? We all have this ideal life that we want to be living. We all have this ideal person that we want to become. How would my ideal life look like? This is where you describe your perfect day. How your perfect day would look like. If you envision this successful Muslimah, this, smart, successful woman, how would your day look like? Write it down. The third question is, what would I do if I only had 1 year left to live? Ask yourself that question. What would I do if I only had 1 year to live? The fourth question is, what advice would I give to my younger self? If I were to be this big sister that I wish I had when I was young, what advice would I give to myself? The last question is, what do people need my help with? To go in more depth, there is this video I made on 5 steps. I think 5 steps to discover the purpose of your life. I went in more about talking on these tips about how you can discover your life. The link will be here or in the description box, inshallah. Make sure you watch it to discover your true purpose in life. After answering this question, it is time for you to start to reflect and journal. You need to start journaling your steps. How do you feel about this? How do I feel about my day? What did I do today that would take me, that I feel like it's kind of like bringing me closer to my purpose, or that aligns with my purpose? What did I do today that make me feel fulfilled? Because trust me, all these things that you just writing down might just be your answer. You might find your answer while writing it down. What made me fulfilled today? And do not feel bad if your purpose is to become a mother that shows love to our kids, that your purpose is to take care of your kids alone. For now, that is my purpose. Congratulations. But just know your purpose. The next tip for you is to experiment. Start to try new things. You've been doing this particular thing since all these years and it is not working. You still feel unfulfilled. You still feel like you don't have any purpose. Try new things. Because clarity comes from action, not from overthinking. The next powerful tip I want to talk on is to surround yourself with people that matters to your purpose. Let your environment speak for itself. Surround yourself with people who are filled with purposeful life, who are striving for growth, who are striving for development, because that will surely affect your own thinking. That would affect your mindset. That would affect the way you live your life. In fact, that would make you think these people are taking action. They are doing well for themselves. Okay, now let me sit with myself. Let me think, what do I want to do with my life? When you keep associating yourself with people that doesn't even have any purpose, this is not an insult, by the way, with people that we are just living our life as it is, you are likely to go in that direction as well. Surround yourself with purposeful people, people who has purpose, people who are ambitious, people who has goals and dreams. So, dear sister, this is the time for you to stop asking, what should I do with my life? Why can't I have purpose? What is my purpose? Because I have just given you the blueprints. Watch this video and watch the other video. You would have clarity on how to move forward with your life, on what to do with your life. The question you should be asking yourselves are now, how can I serve Allah in the best way, with the best talent, with the best opportunity He has given me? How can I start being purposeful in my life? Now that I know all these things about myself, how can I start? What is the way forward? That should be the question you should be asking yourself. I hope this video gave you clarity, even if it is just little, so that you can know what's next. You can move forward with your life, with purpose and clarity. Till I see you in my next video, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.